Welcome to the Carla, Marie, and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
What you checking on your phone over there?
I just found out that my goddaughter, not only does she do lacrosse, but she just started middle school track, and she does the exact 3 events that I did. Literally just...
What events did you do?
The long jump, the 100 meter, and the relay. I also did the 200.
Which was your best event?
The 200.
Interesting. I always wanted to be a short sprinter. What are you doing there?
I was cracking my back.
Oh. I always wanted to be a sprinter on the shorter side of the races, so the 100, the 200. And my coaches kept telling me I should be a 400, 800 runner. And I fought them on it at every turn because I just didn't like the longer practices, basically. And then they put me in a 400 at one point, and I did pretty well. It was like the end of my senior year, and they're like, see, you should have been a 400 runner. I was like, see, it's too late. I can't do it. Luckily, I found the javelin because that's what my main event was. And Becky from Miami, her son does the 16, the 32, and the 800. So he's a distance runner.
1,600 is a mile.
Yeah. 32
so he's just
is 2 miles.
sprinting a mile, 2 miles for fun. Ew.
The mile, when you do get to like the elite level, is essentially a sprint for a mile. It's crazy.
It's like gross.
Because you got kids running it at 4 minutes in high school. It's nuts.
Anyway, this is the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. I'm Carla Marie.
We did that already.
No, you didn't. We didn't say our names.
We sure did.
We did not. Roll the tape. Because you said immediately when the camera went on, you said, "What are you doing?" And I was talking to my.
I don't know about that.
I can't wait to go back and watch it. You can't now, but
Angela in Spokane is celebrating a birthday?
She is.
Well.
Wait, no.
What?
Now or with the drink?
The hype train hasn't even started yet. I think she deserves it. And thank you to Julia Caesar 707 who said we did say our names already, Carla Marie. Looks like a lot of people are saying that.
Can we not trust Julius Caesar? Didn't he do bad things?
I mean, he got murdered.
Oh, well, it's not his fault.
Assassinated.
Hey, I didn't even know you shaved your face until someone in the chat said it.
I did. I decided to shave it yesterday when I got back from the gym, and that's mainly because I had this whole idea. Oh, thank you for everyone who just, let's see, Jen, Lisa, Mazzy just helped us kick off the hype train. So the reason I shaved my face was I had this grand plan. I was going to grow up my beard, and then when I went to my barber, Miles, I was going to have him like shape up the beard and then go like super short on the sides, and I'd have hair on top, hair on the bottom kind of thing.
Okay.
But Carla Marie informed me that we have to be on New Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to be on with our friends at King 5, and I have been postponing and just really procrastinating getting my hair cut. And by the time you told me, I wasn't going to have time to go do the thing I wanted to do. And the way my beard was looking and the way my hair was looking was a little homeless.
Okay.
So I decided to shave the beard and be somewhat presentable on New Day Northwest tomorrow.
Yeah, we're supposed to actually be in studio for the first time in over 2 years with New Day.
Going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we're like totally different people from the last time we were in that studio.
I know.
Different jobs. I have a different home.
You do have a different home.
New cats.
New cats.
Ooh, did we just get Dave C with 1,000 bits? Thank you very, very much, Dave C.
My mom is in here. Like, what made you come here today?
Wood tones sport a goatee.
No, please.
Lenny from Queens. I don't think I've got a goatee face. I just don't. I don't think I've got a goatee face. And Fred the Mailman, I apologize for getting rid of my my beard. I feel like it was coming in pretty good. I can grow a pretty good beard.
It'll be back by tomorrow.
But I mean, it will be back in like a couple days. I was thinking my plan for my facial hair and my hair was really for Stagecoach. I was like, maybe I'll grow out a big beard for this country festival.
Sit in a 90-degree desert?
Yeah, whatever. So that's out of the window now.
Okay.
That's in the garbage.
No, that's not how it works.
Thank you to Jess from Minnesota for the 100 bits. What else do we have here? Sweet Eats by V with 400 bits. And a subscription. Appreciate that very, very much. And it looks like we are at 52% of Hype Train Level 4. And are we doing the same shot we did yesterday,
Yeah,
Carla
the
Marie?
carrot shot.
Explain to everyone what's in it in case they weren't here yesterday.
Let's talk about something else. I gotta get the email. I don't want to mess up the brand because it's a special kind.
Oh, Chris brings up a good point. He said, so Anthony, you feel the need to be presentable for TV, but not for us. We see you more live.
Wow.
Now, here's the thing. It's not that I feel the need to be more presentable for TV. I just feel like TV has different standards. And you guys know me. You know that I'm going to look different.
You should show up
all
like
the time
this tomorrow.
Huh?
You should show up in a hat and a sweatshirt.
Sure. I don't care.
Dan, this is actually a good shirt to wear. I might have to wear this.
But you guys also know me. So you know that I change my facial hair often. And the TV world doesn't know me like that.
I'm actually going to wear my lime green fuzzy shirt.
I don't even know.
The one I wore last week and you were like, ah.
Sure. Wear whatever you want.
Okay. In the carrot shot is carrot juice, tequila, Domaine de Canton, which is ginger liqueur, and lime juice.
What's the hair like then, Anthony? My hair right now is nuts.
Show it.
It's crazy right now.
It doesn't look like anything.
It's very unruly at the moment because it's kind of long.
We did get a message from Jen and Lisa.
Oh, also, I'm going to explain this hat later. It says, I hate dating too.
We got a message from Jen and Lisa after listening to the pancake debate on the show last week and then the food snack debate from My Day Friday.
Yes.
They think we need a new segment called Food Fight.
Okay.
Because people get so heated over food.
They do.
Where we debate food things. And I
We can
love
do
the
that.
name, Food Fight.
Food fight. I like that a lot.
Sound that's like, Food Fight. And you're like,
Ducks? Are ducks having a food fight? Is that what that sound is?
no.
Let's see. We are at 96% of Hype Trend Level 4. Thank you to everyone who has gotten us this far. And thank you to Claire for typing in Seattle Cocktail Club's link in there so that people can find the cocktail themselves. Dave C., thank you very much for even more bits. I know you've subscribed. You've gifted subscriptions. And I think you're at like 1,200 bits so far. So thank you for doing a lot of work on this hype train today.
Jesus. What? It was the bits.
Okay. Who watched the national championship game last night?
Did you say Miguel or just Dave?
Oh, I didn't see Miguel. Miguel, thank you very much. 500 bits for Miguel, pushing us into hype train level 5. Yeah, one of our first big food fights was actually courtesy of my brothers.
We're not doing it.
My brothers were arguing whether a hot dog is a sandwich, and we did that on the air. And then Elvis's show ended up doing it because I think Greg T heard us doing it. Mm-hmm. And he took it to Elvis's show when he was still there. Became a huge thing.
By definition, it is.
By definition, it would be isn't it an open-faced sandwich by definition?
I can't.
I forgot what it was.
My mom watched the championship game last night. I'm very confused.
All right. Z from NYC, Dana on Long Island, Unicorn Cindy, a total of 1,200 bits amongst you with 1,000 coming from Unicorn Cindy. So thank you very much. Jen and Lisa each gifting a subscription.
Okay, so explain the game because you brought it up and
Well, what did your mom say?
that she watched it.
Oh, nerve-wracking. For a second, I thought they said never-wracking, and I was like, I don't know what that means. So, yeah, it was a very, very good game, although it was weird watching a game where I wanted both teams to lose. I don't like Kansas. I don't like North Carolina. Both of those teams are filled with a bunch of cheaters. I think both are currently under NCAA investigation.
What?
I know Kansas has had an investigation ongoing now for 2 years.
For doing what?
Impermissible benefits.
Just like sports stuff, though, right?
Yeah,
right.
I mean, yeah. As far as I know, there's no like shady business or anything from the students themselves. Like no illegal activity from the students themselves.
It's systemic, less.
Well, a lot of it is players getting money that they weren't supposed to get from boosters and stuff like that. And generally speaking, one of the worst things that the NCAA can do is tell your program that you've lost institutional control. Because that's usually when you get the biggest fines, you get the biggest probation periods, all that stuff. And Kansas is under that. Kansas has like 5 different.
Then why are they allowed to play?
That's the thing. They've been under review now for 2 years, where now Congress is actually getting involved.
Like they got nothing else to do.
What Congress is doing is they're trying to create a different review panel that's outside of the NCAA to handle all of these cases a lot faster. So that you don't have.
How do you get on it?
I'd have to be part of the federal government, I think.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Or a lawyer, because they're also going to set up a 3-person arbitration board.
Well, maybe your brother can do it. You can tell him what to do. Anyway.
That's not how that works.
I need to be mean for a second.
I need to be mean?
I need to be mean.
Okay.
The guy on UNC with the red hair and the beard.
I forgot. Mankin, I think.
Munchkin?
Mankin, I think.
I don't know. I just looked at him. I was like, I don't like you, bro. Ooh, I think it's maybe because he looked like the guy who did the hit and run. Maybe that's why I had a traumatic experience looking at him. Anyway, Anthony had to rewind the end of the game to show me that in the very last play of his entire college career, he just tripped for a whole second and just kept tripping.
It was like a 6-second fall. Manic? Is that what it is? Yeah, maybe it was manic. Thank you, Martha.
Okay, so we're doing shots of carrot. I can't wait to see what my mom has to say about this.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the last play of the game, there was like 4 seconds left on the clock. And whatever play he was supposed to run, he slipped in the middle of the court. And in an effort to not fall, he actually ended up falling for like 6 seconds. It's actually pretty hilarious when you watch it back.
Everyone in here, let my mom know what kind of tacos she should try when I'm back in New Jersey next week.
I think you've got to go classic beef taco.
Yeah, but
don't do a fish taco. The risk to reward for a fish taco is not worth it.
I was gonna do chicken fart. The problem is, I don't know. First of all,
chicken tacos are so lame.
Where am I gonna get tacos from? The only good taco place that I know that I've been to, it's really the only taco place I've been to, is in Jersey City. But I'm not gonna transport tacos from Jersey City.
I'm sure you can find something in Passaic or Patterson.
Well, that's just as close, honestly.
No, stop with the fish tacos. Fish tacos are not good.
Neither of my parents are going to eat a fish taco. If we do it on Good Friday, they're going to have to.
Let me allow that.
Am I doing it right? Oh, that's how you do it. They should make a shake weight cocktail shaker.
It would be really hard to clean the bottom unless it unscrewed from both sides. Yeah, I think you got to go classic ground beef. Fish tacos, if you get a good fish taco, it's fantastic.
Fish tacos are the reason I got into my first car accident.
What?
I'll never forget it.
Explain that, please.
Well, this was way back before this version of me tried things and ate things. I was very much probably like my parents.
Okay.
And I was 19, 20. No, I don't think I was in college. And I was driving in Nutley, New Jersey. And there was a place that had a big sign that said fish tacos. And I was like, ew, fish tacos? And just crashed into the car in front of me.
Oh, so fish tacos aren't actually the reason you got into an accident. Your terrible driving is what got you into the accident. It's not like a fish taco smacked you in the face and caused you to steer off the road. You just decided to stop looking at the road.
Anyway, I love fish tacos now.
No. So whose fault was it that you got into the accident?
Way too big of a sign, okay?
Whose fault was it, Carla Marie, that you got into the accident?
The signs.
Oh.
And I don't think the girl's car had any damage, but my whole hood folded. So that was fun for my dad to get fixed.
Yeah, I think the most of the chat is on the same page here when it comes to fish tacos. When you get a good fish taco, oh my God, so good. But it's one of those things where the risk to reward, not worth it, because sometimes you get like a real fishy fish taco. Ugh, no thanks.
Maddie, and if that's the same Maddie I think it is, that's Maddie from Green Lake. I am not a bad driver.
You ain't a good driver.
Neither are you. And
I'm
we're not
a phenomenal driver.
Here we go.
How many times have I
Sam
driven
and
across?
William just had the same argument. On
How many times have I driven across the country, Carla Marie, and kept us safe and sound?
Well, you kept us safe and sound, but how many speeding tickets did you get?
Two in 1, 2, 3.
And you blew up our
4.
window.
I would say total driving.
I don't get speeding
I didn't blow
tickets.
up our window.
I used to when I was younger, back in my fish taco days. I don't get speeding tickets anymore because I go slow. I realize there's no reason.
Ooh, grilled shrimp tacos are very good. Less risk there.
Oh, my mom would probably like a shrimp taco.
I think you got to give them the regular, like, ground beef taco.
I know, but literally, you don't know my parents. They don't like things.
I think you should actually go to Taco Bell.
I thought about that, but I can't. I physically can't post a video of my parents trying their first taco and it's Taco Bell because I will be kicked off the internet.
No, I think it'll actually be really funny. But don't tell them it's Taco Bell.
They probably make it like a Doritos Locos.
Maybe make up a whole restaurant, like a whole backstory, give it an address, give it a name.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing Taco Bell. But
Taco Bell
it's so good.
Is top 3 fast food chain. That'll be our first food fight. What is the absolute best fast food chain?
Not now, though.
No. All right.
Okay, Mama Marie says shrimp or beef. And that just means my dad is beef. Or he could do steak taco.
They can try too. She can try both.
I'm not giving them soft. They're not going to like that. They're not going to like the taste of a flour tortilla.
You're going to give them a hard shell taco?
Yes. I am trying to make them like this.
I actually think they would like the soft shell
They'll
more.
get both then, since they're probably 90 cents.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready? What?
I can't. I said we weren't going to argue about it right now. I saw a comment in the chat that offended me.
Cheers to you for helping us get to actually not helping, completely doing it on your own because we did nothing. Getting us through Hype Train Level 5. Cheers to you, Carla.
Happy
Cheers
birthday,
to
Angela in Spokane.
Angela and to Seattle Cocktail Club for the delicious cocktails.
Well,
Carrots.
It might not be delicious today.
It's actually better today. What'd you do differently? Did you spill out of your mouth?
I put my arms up and thought that was my skin.
What is it? Oh, it's your shirt. We have to do better, though, Carla, because if you scroll all the way up here, we had a bunch of shot glasses, and then we didn't actually take the shot. So we've got to be better at just shutting up, taking the shot, and doing our thing. Now, moving on to the big board. This way. When I'm looking at it, it's on my left. It's weird. All right, Hype Train Streak Day 8. That is out of the way.
87.
Here's my question now. Are we doing this? There's 2 questions. First is, are we doing this all wrong? And the second question is, would this end your relationship? Then we'll explain Seattle Cocktail Club's cocktail class.
I got some things to throw in there, sprinkle in a bit.
First thing we're going to talk about, though, because it's quick. Are we doing this whole Twitch thing wrong?
Why?
And the reason I ask is when I log on to Twitch every morning to get our show set up, I've got to go into our dashboard, change the name. So when I do that, I see the main Twitch page. And the last 2 days, yesterday and today, I've logged on. And if you're familiar, there's a woman, her name is Amaranth.
Mm-hmm.
And she is a big, big, big Twitch streamer. And she was doing bikini squats.
Oh, man.
Next to her,
You'd be so good
next
at
to her
that.
little plastic pool that she has inside her home. Okay. So yesterday I was like, that's ridiculous. Move on with my life. Today I was like, wow, she's doing the whole bikini squats thing again. I need to see what's going on in this because she was just sitting there.
How many viewers?
Just under 10,000. 10,000 people.
Now, I will say what we're doing is obviously way more fulfilling and beneficial for the people. But what she's doing, like maybe we do it on the side, we get some.
Because there were a lot of comments in there where there were a lot of guys that seemed they were very fulfilled.
So I have an idea.
Yes.
I've been wanting to do this for a while. Hot tub streamers were a thing.
Yeah, well, she's still, I mean, her little pool area was still set up behind her. So
Okay.
she's technically a hot tub. She's in everything, a variety streamer.
Okay, so there were a lot of like Twitch streamers like us, but we didn't care, that were so mad at the hot tub streaming situation because it was ruining Twitch because that's not what Twitch is about. But listen.
It was like Twitch with a touch of OnlyFans.
If you're going to find someone to give you money to do something and it's not illegal, go for it.
Now, here's the problem,
But
though.
I got to do my pitch.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking we team up with Olympic Hot Tubs. They're right here, like kind of in the South Lake Union, Fremont area. They install hot tubs for people. We don't need one installed here. We're going to go to Olympic Hot Tubs and we're going to do a partner stream with them.
Are they functional?
I'm sure they have a functional hot tub.
It's a showroom.
They have to have one. Bubbling.
I don't know. Are people just walking in there being like, oh, I've never been in a hot tub. Let me try it out.
No, but you probably want to feel the water. I'm telling you.
Oh, you've never felt warm water before?
We have talked about doing one from the hot tub boats.
Yes.
We don't know if a stream would work out there.
So Rami said, are you talking about Amaranth? We are talking about Amaranth. She's also done a lot of like ASMR stuff. Mm-hmm. She has those ear microphones. Have you seen those? You've never seen the ear microphone?
What's an ear microphone?
Oh, I got to pull this up on the screen because it's going to sound like I'm making this up, but I'm not at all.
So if I do ASMR, what should I do? Like open up a... Oh, we could do a cat cam.
All right,
We should do a cat cam when we're gone.
Keep in mind, this is how big ASMR is now. They sell the ear microphone on Adorama, which is like a major website for cameras and microphones and things like that.
Yeah, audio and... Hold on. I don't understand what these
let me put them on the screen first, okay?
Yeah, I think we set up a live cat cam when we're traveling. And we just leave it live on Twitch the whole time.
Sure. Oh, damn it. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Window capture. There we go. Add a source. This takes too long.
My mom's making pasta vazol. How's that for a taco? You could put some beans in a taco. I can't have pasta vazol because that's what I had last year and almost died.
All right. Let me expand this. This is what I'm talking about, the ear microphone.
I don't get it.
So you can like lick those ears.
Who?
There's whoever wants to.
Oh, I thought she wore that on her head.
No. So you like whisper into that ear and it's like they're whispering into your ear.
Get it off.
And it's supposed to have like better spatial 3D sound.
No, it doesn't.
Allegedly, that's what it does. And they'll people like Amaranth and other ASMR streamers will like talk into the ear like this.
Good for her, but I don't want that.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Why did someone make this?
You know what? Because they knew they could make money out of it.
What is it called? 3D free space.
This is a 3DO free space. How would you say that? I don't even know how to say that word. Binaural? Whatever. Microphone.
Okay. Oh, Rami said, nah, that's cheap. The 3DOs can be like $10K.
Well, there's one of them.
Okay, wait. We got to get this company to send us one so we can do it. Because I'm not buying that, ever.
No.
Unless I know I can get my money back in one stream.
And that's the thing. Amaranth, I mean, when you have 10,000 subscribers in there, like, you can actually make adjustments with your hype train where to get to every level, to reach every end level of a hype train, you need way more things to do it, right? So you might need to bring in $1,000 for every level, and they can manipulate it that way. We have like the easiest one.
Right.
I said, whatever the easiest thing to do is, let's do that.
Yeah, UK Frog, you whisper in ears. Anthony just said you
like lick and kiss it. It's weird. Binaural. Thanks, Justin.
Binaural.
Nuriel or Nuriel?
I don't know. All I know is that when things are written out phonetically, Anthony still messes them. What was it last week that we had to look up? And you could not believe that that's how it was pronounced. Not gams and yams. It was something we were recording for the podcast. And I was like, that's not how you say that.
I don't remember. I wish I did, but I don't.
Oh, binaural. Apparently you got it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So that's another thing that someone like Amaranth does.
Costco. Thank you, H. Pickle.
Yeah, Costco.
It's Costco.
Yeah, I'm going to still say it my way forever.
Costco.
Mine makes way more sense.
I'm so glad you guys all remember this. That was My Day Friday.
Yep. All right.
No, we never talked about carrying Underwood's legs, Martha.
So the question was, though, are we doing this all wrong? Like, what else can we add to this Twitch stream to be a little more twitchy?
Oh, God. I told you.
One hot tub, one day.
We can get a blow-up hot tub if you want and do it from the roof.
Oh, we could. There's actually, we can run a cable up there, so that's not too bad.
We can play video games with viewers.
But how would we get, like, we need a really long hose to get the water up there. You looked at me like the hose was the weirdest thing I could have said when you mentioned a hot tub. Like we don't need water in it.
No, the hose reaches. We know that because when we power washed, remember?
Oh yeah, we had to run it like up and over the roof. Oh yeah, we do. We will bring back games. I promise you that. We will do games. But maybe it is a cat cam. Maybe it's like, I don't know.
I mean, that seems to be the easiest thing.
Is there a cat? There is a cat on the screen right now.
We can just put a camera downstairs overnight and we can catch all the things that John and Erica do while we're sleeping.
Retro video games. That's a good one too. I do have the console that we can use to play Game Boy games.
Oh, yeah.
On a computer. So I got that going for us.
Live call-ins are always available, but like there has to be a reason.
What? A reason for
someone
what?
To call in.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right. Either way. See, the mukbang thing I can't do because I can't hear, like I wouldn't be able to be a part of it. I don't want to hear people eat. I'll just get enraged.
Is it so much of hearing people eat or the fact that they're just eating?
No, it's the hearing of people eating. It's like mukbang is like
I can do mukbang.
A specific ASMR with eating.
Well, like Lenny said, I'll do mukbangs with food snacks.
Okay. Also, speaking of watching the cats, I woke up this morning and Carla Marie had repotted all of these succulents. Mm-hmm. And I woke up and there was like 6 of them on the ground with dirt everywhere because John most likely, oh, there's a cat on my butt. Hey. John most likely decided to go pick them out of the pot and scatter them around the house. It's not like he dug them out and they were just by the pot. They were all over.
And that means that he went back up there 6 times to get it because he wasn't carrying more than one.
Oh, apparently mukbangs are not like the thing anymore. What's the new thing? Oh, a cooking segment, which we have done twice. We've done 2 or 3.
Well, tomorrow,
segments.
So a quick, we're going to talk about it again, I guess. But tomorrow we are doing a night stream with Seattle Cocktail Club right here on Twitch. Anyone can join. It's free to watch, and it's going to be basically bartending for dummies. Mm-hmm. And you're going to learn all like little things about when you should add ice, when you shouldn't, what things should get mixed, when you're supposed to strain a cocktail, like the basics so that you can have your summer of cocktails.
Let's see. There was also a question. Life is a hike. Is there a way to do mobile stream? Now that we actually have T-Mobile.
Oh, yeah. They said they would send us a thing.
Even just with their phones now, because it is 5G, I think it's going to be a lot easier to do mobile streams. Also, where's my phone? Here it is. Got to remind everyone, because this is going to be next Tuesday. If you have a T-Mobile phone, and yes, they did give us our phones and our service for free recently, but that's like the extent of our deal, so it's not like we're getting paid to say this. Oh, where'd it go? If you have a T-Mobile phone, you should have the T-Mobile Tuesday app, and every Tuesday they update it with like new free specials and stuff like that. Come on, let's go. Hurry up here. Today.
Oh, it's today.
It is today. Free season of MLB TV.
You have to get it today, though?
I think it's for a couple days. But if you live away from your favorite baseball team, like I'm obviously a Yankees fan, and we don't get a lot of Yankees games here. Well,
I'm going to get it.
So I can now get MLB TV, watch the games for free. Also, here's something else they had. Maybe we should do this every Tuesday to remind people. Reserve tickets for Stagecoach. Apparently you can still buy...
Reserved. Meaning they reserved tickets. You can
yes. And you can buy tickets from Stagecoach for Stagecoach. And if you buy it through T-Mobile, you get a $50 food and beer credit or food and drink credit.
Oh, I get one drink.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, well...
Reebok, 40% off. Like, this is nuts today.
I know. So, fun fact, we should probably mention this. Last week we posted a video to Instagram wearing our T-Mobile sweatshirt showing their new magenta color. Mm-hmm. That was an April Fool's joke.
Yep.
The colors were the same.
They were exactly the same, but it's a pretty cool sweater.
So it was like it was a square, and it was split diagonally. And I'm thinking that we need to do the Carla Marie and Anthony show colors, like the turquoise and like the pink, like that with their like Pantone number.
Yeah, it looked kind of like a diving flag.
I think it would be really cool.
Also, Eats and Tweets said T-Mobile is giving a $50 food credit to Stagecoach attendees. Is that to all Stagecoach T-Mobile attendees, or if I bought my tickets through their little portal? Because I already have our tickets and our wristbands, but I do have T-Mobile, and I am going to Stagecoach, and I would like $50 in food and drink. But either way, I just thought that was really cool. Today is the day that they launched their MLB TV partnership. So if you have T-Mobile and you like baseball, definitely pick that up. It's definitely worth it because normally MLB TV, I believe, is like $170.
Court in Spokane, yes, we did get to keep our numbers transferring. A law was passed a few years ago that you had to let people keep their numbers when transferring.
Yeah, you own your telephone number. The phone company does not, because that was one of the ways they kept you locked into a contract back in the day, was they would say, oh, well, you can go to whatever company you want, but you got to leave your number with us. Like the mob. All right. What else was there? Oh,
Mama Sarah, I don't think there's a code or anything. If there's ever a point,
for what?
If you switch to T-Mobile and mention us, if there's ever a point where it's like, oh, why did you switch? You feel free to mention us and or email us after you do it, and then we can send it over to their team.
Yep. Carla Marie got the which iPhone did you get?
13.
Is it a Max or just the 13?
Max Pro.
So I got the Google 6 Pro.
I don't think that's
the Pixel 6 Pro is what I meant to say. Which I thought was going to be too big, and it is definitely a big phone.
You get so used to it.
I got used to it pretty quickly. The regular Google 6, Pixel 6, is slightly smaller, but I didn't think it was going to be small enough to make a difference, so I just went with the Max. Oh, wow. In 2010, they passed the law. That's crazy. It's a long time ago.
Brian from Post Falls, we can do another bingo night.
Bingo was a lot of fun. Now, we're going to move on. What?
I was singing.
Oh. We are going to move on to the next topic. And I have to pull up a screenshot. And don't worry, the text might be kind of small, but I will read it out in a second.
Something I did?
No, it's not. This is actually from our friend at Couples Confessional.
Oh, where your hat is from.
Exactly, which is why I'm wearing... Oh, I have headphones on. Hold on. Which is why I'm wearing this hat, right? Which says, I hate dating too. Carla Marie, you can explain the hat, explain where they can check it out while I pull up the screenshot on my phone to read.
You can check it out at Couples Confessional.
There you go. On Instagram.
Yeah. Couples Confessional. And then all the information to get the hat and merch is there.
So, what this submission says, here's the message from the person. I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years. Everything is normally great, but recently he seems distant. I know this is terrible, but I read his journal, and he wrote that he is not sure about our relationship and can't decide what to do. He says he loves me but wants to explore. I don't know how to bring this up because I know I did a terrible thing. So the first question, you find out your partner reads your journal. Is that a deal breaker? Is that a relationship ender?
No. Really?
Why? Because I've never written a journal. You have.
Yeah. If you read my journal, I would be mad at you and hold it over your head and make you feel guilty for a long time.
Sounds healthy. Sounds super healthy.
But I think in this case, she found out something useful that he's clearly not telling her.
Okay.
Like, hello, dude. If that's what you're feeling, you need to be honest with your partner.
I disagree. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay.
I'm making you a hat that says I'm going to tell you why.
I'm going to tell you why. So, I disagree because the last thing any of us should want, I know we say we want it. The last thing any of us should want is to be in our partner's heads and to hear their innermost thoughts at any given moment. Because the human brain is weird.
Have you ever seen What Women Want?
Yes. The human brain is very weird. And I don't care how much you like or love someone. I don't care how much you love a thing. Your brain plays tricks on you every now and then. And sometimes you just think, right? Isn't your journal supposed to be like thinking out loud kind
journal. I thought you meant in my brain. So there's times where I'm like, I hate him right now.
Yeah, and that's fine. And I don't need to know that.
But I tell you.
And I don't need to know that. Don't tell me. I don't care.
But you need to know if there's something that you're doing.
No, but that's, and all joking aside, we shouldn't know what's going on in our partner's heads at all times. We should only know what they tell us, because those are the details we should go off of, right? Either what you tell us or the actions and if it proves your words.
I can agree with that, but also if he's just dragging her along and not.
But just because you're in a moment, right? She didn't tell us that she's read his whole entire journal.
So I'm feeling like these are two different topics, actually.
Okay, what are the two topics?
The topic is her boyfriend's being distant. What does she do about it?
Okay.
You need to confront him because he's obviously cannot explain his feelings to you as a human.
And that's fine.
But he can write them.
But here's the point I was trying to make. I don't think just because he wrote those feelings down, right? She didn't say his whole journal is about how he doesn't want to be with her. It could have been one day. It could have been a bad day. Maybe they got into an argument. Maybe she did something that made him doubt the relationship. Maybe he did something that made him doubt the relationship. I don't think having that one piece of information without any context to it is a good thing for anyone's relationship, because we have self-doubt. Why wouldn't we have doubt about other people at times? Why wouldn't we have doubt about our lot in life or our position in life?
But I don't think
at
it's
times
grounds for a breakup. Like Jen brings up, it's been 5 years. If that's what ends your relationship, just the one time someone did that, if they continuously do that.
Yeah. And Christian Nicole says she's now always going to wonder. I totally get that. But that's her fault. That's not his fault. She went and snooped. And I've had this theory for a long time. If you snoop, you are going to find something you don't want to find.
Correct.
Not because the other person's necessarily doing anything terrible, but because you're already in a place, you're already in a negative space, and the things you find, you're going to make somehow justify your snooping. Right? Even if it's a somewhat innocent text or a somewhat innocent journal entry of just one bad day that this guy's having. Like, relationships they have ebbs and flows, and there's a rhythm to a relationship, and sometimes
sometimes you're better off not knowing.
The longer the relationship goes, you're going to have days of doubt. And I think the worst thing this girl could have done, or person could have done, is jump into that journal.
Yeah, but now she's got all the knowledge she needs to be like, I'm out.
But why? What if it wasn't worth it? What if that was just one bad week or one bad day of this guy's life?
He said, I don't know if this, what does he say?
Let me read it again. And again, we're not reading the actual journal entry. We're reading it from her perspective. But he says he loves me but wants to explore, and he's not sure about our relationship and can't decide what to do. But every relationship, I think you get to different points, whether it's early, whether it's late, you get to points where like, wait, is this what I want to be doing? Right? It makes sense. I don't think there's a way around that. What else are we seeing in the chat here? This is why they need to talk. Very good point, Mellow FM. But also, even though it is a good point, and I think communication is key in any relationship, whether it be romantic, whether it be professional, friends, communication is key. But you don't have to communicate every thought that comes through your head at all times.
No.
That's dangerous.
Yes.
Because like I said, our brains are wacky. Our brains are processing millions of things on a daily basis.
Imagine having a whole Twitch chat in front of you while trying to have a conversation.
Yeah. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like trying to follow a conversation, but also find your place in that conversation all at the same time. And Mama Marie has a good point. This is Carla Marie's mom. She said, sit down and talk and ask him why he seems distant. And that makes sense. And that
and
could be.
And most men respond with, I'm not. I'm fine.
Unfortunately, you just got to go with that information sometimes. Shalonda said, thank God I'm single, which probably means, Shalonda, you need this hat.
Yeah, I'm not here advocating for looking through your partner's stuff.
No, not at all.
Record.
You know what's funny? I don't know if there's like a gene that I'm missing. I know it's very tempting for a lot of people to like read journals or read text messages or whatever, right? To get inside information.
It's also kind of cool, just as not cool. I guess like what are conversations text conversations that your partner is having with people? And I don't mean like behind your back conversations. I mean, like, what are you texting? What are you saying to people?
I'm just being real flirty with all of my guy friends. That's really like, sure. If you swapped the names in my text convos, right? Like,
maybe you already did swap and it's all.
Maybe I did. Girls. Maybe I'm texting my friend Richie telling him he looks cute or whatever. I don't know. I feel like if you go through my text messages, you would find the conversations I have with guys are way flirtier than any conversation you'd find me having with a woman at this moment in my life. But what I was saying was I feel like I am missing this gene that most people have that leads us to seek out drama.
You can look through my phone.
I'm good.
There's some things in there you might not want to see. Just kidding. There's literally nothing.
It's all conversations it's all the different group convos you have with the different portions of your family.
Correct.
And the last thing I want is to read any of those. So,
we're just going to add you to one.
And then I'll just see what I do with my own large, I don't have a lot of group family text, but around the holidays, whoever is hosting will normally send out a very large group text. Now you've got to remember
30 of you.
Yeah, it's more than 30 people now between spouses, kids, whatever, boyfriends, girlfriends. So what I normally do is on our phones, on Android phones, you can archive.
Who's our
Google people. There's a lot of us in here. Raise your hand if you're a Google. Oh, God. So what I can do is this is the Content Kitties group chat. So I can hold it, hit archive, and mute the messages, and I just don't see them anymore. Okay,
so my family group chat, you can't do that. We're all iPhone users, though, so you can mute, you can do that kind of stuff, whatever. When my sister added my niece's boyfriend to the one group chat, all I said was, whatever happens, do not add Anthony to this group chat. It's going to ruin everything because he's an Android user and he doesn't want to be in here.
Don't want to be in here. And that's what I say to everyone every time I get put in a group chat. Every single time. This happens without fail. Someone puts me in a group chat and then I finally respond, even though I don't want to respond. And someone else has to say, ugh, who brought the green bubble? And I go, I don't want to be here. Stop inviting me into your group chats. I never asked to be here, so don't bring me in and then bully me about my phone, you assholes. Apple holes. App holes. Leave me alone. And I get it. I ruin the whole thing. You can't name it, even though I can on my side. I'm a different color bubble. Whatever else happens in your chats, I don't care.
Yeah, but we can change the name of them.
No.
Add a photo.
Miguel from Florida. I am not defensive. I am fed up. I think there's a difference. I am fed up with the lowest hanging fruit of a joke you can make upon entry of an Android into a group chat. Stop it. Be better. You appholes.
Well, we've broken plenty of people down.
Apple is discriminatory by changing the color of their bubbles. They've admitted as much. They've literally said we have the technology where Android messaging and Apple messaging and iPhone messaging can work in tandem beautifully. And there are court documents that said they will not do that because they are hoping to bully people into getting iPhones. So, appholes, how do you feel now?
Same.
The blue bubble bullies.
But
Thank you, Lenny from Queens. Anyway, back. So we got off on a tangent on group text, but I've got no impulse at all to look through your phone.
Okay, good to know.
If I knew where your journal was, I wouldn't care to read it.
It's not locked.
And I know that is kind of, I wouldn't say rare, but it's less common than people who do like going through and finding out gossip and finding out little details. I just get to a point where I go, if I don't know it already, I don't think I need to know it. That's kind of how I live my life now. If I didn't know it before and no one told me, I probably don't need to know it.
Yeah, I don't like finding out secrets and stuff like that. Or whatever, things I'm not supposed to know. I don't want to know.
Well, and Sarah from Fort Lauderdale said it's because you trust her, and that's a great thing. Now, I've never dated someone that I didn't trust. And if you do date people you don't trust, right off the bat, you probably should question your taste in that person. Because if you didn't trust them to begin with, why did you end up in a relationship with them? You're not going to change that person. Yeah. But, and then I also understand that you could be in a very trusting relationship, and that person then deceives you or cheats on you, and that's a whole different story because now you're in the relationship. But, where was I going with this?
No idea.
Oh, I am, generally speaking, even if I didn't trust Carla Marie, or if Carla Marie was doing something behind my back, if I haven't found it out yet, I'm not seeking it out. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Like what?
Like if there was a text message with you and some guy, I'm not seeking that out. I'm not going to live every day wondering, oh, who's Carla Marie talking to?
Oh, right. But if you had a hunch, would you look? That's the thing. Like if you thought I was.
It would have to be, I don't know. Because what would a hunch be? I
get hunches all the time.
I've never been in a relationship where I've really thought that. And that doesn't mean I've never been cheated on. I may have been at some point in my life. I have no idea. But I've never been in a relationship where I thought I was being cheated on. So I don't even really, maybe that's just a great place for me to be living. I don't know what a hunch would be.
Right. Because you don't have gut instincts.
No, I think I do. I think I do have gut instincts. I think I can read people pretty well.
You don't have intuition.
For what?
Anything.
What do you even?
You just
what
live
do
your
you
life
even mean?
like I can feel things and I know things are happening and all that.
What does that even mean?
It'll happen.
You just said I can feel things and I know things and all of that.
No, and I know.
Explain what that means.
I just get thoughts in my head and they always come true.
Like
when we got fired.
I told my mom 2 days before we got fired that we were getting fired.
I told my mom months before.
I don't think that's intuition. I think that's just reading the situation pretty well. And knowing that your company is not in a great place and there's a guy they want to hire instead of you. It's pretty simple.
I just know when things are going to happen. Thank you, Krisha.
I don't know about that. Let's see. Texas Chris said, I'm on Anthony Island. On this one, I have no motivation to snoop. It never ends well for anyone. I think that's also
agree.
the other part is why am I going to start down a path that I know won't end well?
Excuse me.
What are you doing? Oh, she's playing with the cat.
Her toy got stuck under the couch and she was scratching the couch. Okay.
Now, this is a whole different point. So Mama Sarah said, I wish I would have snooped with my ex, though. I was being lied to for months with no clue. And I get that. But would anything have changed over those months? Like, what would you have found to make you end that relationship? Would there have been enough evidence to find out that you were being lied to or whatever was going on to end it cleanly much earlier? I don't know. Let's see. Claire said, if you feel the need to snoop, I feel like there's a sign, there's deeper issues, and you should just talk to the person.
Yeah, but saying just talk, which we've all been saying, it's not as easy as people make it out to be.
Talking?
Yeah.
No, communicating is difficult. And it takes a level.
It's true.
It also takes a level of self-awareness to have a proper discussion about things like that. It takes self-reflection. Or go to therapy to learn to communicate better. You could also do that.
Yeah. It's true, though. If you feel the need to snoop, there's something else going on. Caroline.
I'm trying to read what? Oh, she's hiding the thing under the couch?
They do that. They hide it and then try to get it.
So, Carla Marie, you said that you had something else on that's not on the list?
You lost it, kid. It's gone forever. Yeah. It's just quick, like, a tidbit.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, why don't you just give it to us?
So yesterday, I went to happy hour with my friend Kelly, who I haven't seen in person in 2 years because she lives here, by the way. Not like she lives far away because of COVID, and she had a baby during it, everything. I was like, last time I saw you was at my live episode of Side Hustlers, February 22nd.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. We have people in the chat telling us to go to the full screen.
February 22nd, 2020. And then the world shut down. She had a whole baby during that time, finished building her house, like all this crazy stuff. So like we got to catch up, which was awesome. But one of the things she was saying to me, because we were talking about daycare and like what happens, who picks the baby up, all this stuff. And she was like, well, every other week, her and her husband switch off with one day where they get me time.
I love that.
And yesterday she cashed in her token basically on me.
Okay.
And which meant after work she didn't have to worry about anything. And then next week he gets a day.
That's great.
And she's like, what I do love is that if I don't have something to do specifically, like she didn't have plans with me, she's like, I'm forced to use that time. She's like, I'll go get a pedicure or I'll do something. Like I'm forced to use that time for something.
I love that. And I think more couples are doing something like that or something similar to that too. My question, how do couples with young kids, do you have to go to the gym? You have to just alternate time? Like, oh, I'll be at the gym at this time and then you go to the gym at this time and that's how that works?
Well, I know Molly Mesnick and her husband Jason, he would go to the gym. Actually, he would get the kids ready, then go to the gym in the morning because she was doing morning radio at the time. So he was doing the gym around 10, I think. And now I remember that being a thing. Like when she wasn't doing morning radio, he could go to the gym earlier. But yeah, if you have young kids, you're not going to the gym at the same time. But
Martha said I go when my kids are at school. It makes sense.
But some gyms like LA Fitness and Ballard has
daycare.
Some
gyms do have daycare, which I think is awesome. And I know
There's no way it's free.
I think it's not terribly expensive.
Just leave your kid there all day.
Well, no, you have to be there. So I think that's the other part of it is you drop your kid off, they play for a while. There's one or two staff members that are just in this playroom.
My mom said that's what retired grandparents are.
That does help. If you've got a retired grandparent in the area, that helps a lot. Oh, DJ Spoon, what's going on? Let's see. I went this morning, came home and got him ready. That makes sense. So you find a way, which I guess at that point in my life, if I ever get there, I'd probably have to spend less than 2 hours at the gym.
You spend more than 2 hours.
Well, a lot of it's I drive around. Yesterday, I got a car wash beforehand.
They'd be like, I was driving around on the phone for an hour. I'm like, sir, that phone conversation costs us how much in gas?
It's a fuel-efficient car. It's a very fuel-efficient car. So I'm okay with it.
Go for a walk. It's me, Meech. That's true. She just had a baby a few months ago. She said, Dane, her husband, goes at 5 a.m. I go at 7 a.m. He gets the baby out of bed and fed while I'm there. But my gym also has complimentary child watch.
That's awesome.
Also, Meech, I was talking about you at happy hour. I'm going to connect you guys.
Carisha Nicole, most gym daycares are not certified to take care of kids. And it's just someone playing.
I mean, if you're there on the property and it's fine.
Well, the other point was they don't have education on kids. Is that for kids or on kids?
But then they're just like a babysitter at that point.
That's what that system is. It's a quick babysitter that you can use for about an hour. And they'll at least make sure your kid's not shoving Legos in their mouth, and that's about it. But yeah, they're not going to replace an actual daycare or a trained professional in childcare. Let's see.
But yeah, I was very, very impressed. And by the way, Kelly, you guys have heard of her before. She is the owner of Rollick, which I had on Side Hustlers. I had her during the pandemic. I put her on to talk about what she was doing. It's an online clothing boutique, what she was doing differently during the pandemic. And I wear her clothes all the time. Check her out.
What else do we have here?
Ooh, Sunny Survivor doing Peloton workouts while watching us.
Well, hello. So you've got us yapping and then a coach screaming at you at the same time? Jason, good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you. Honestly, I know we say this a lot, but thank you to everyone, whether you're checking us out for the first time ever, whether you've been here since our first ever Twitch stream in 2018, whether you're a subscriber, whether you're just hanging out and you've never even been in the chat before. Thank you. Because we do a lot between video and audio, and I know that
you spend a lot of time with us.
Yeah, following along with everything we do can be a lot of times, but every single minute, every single view, every single listen goes a long way in allowing us to keep building this thing away from corporate media and building it on our own so that if we ever go back, things are on our terms.
If you listen to us and everything we do, you spend 4.5 to 5 hours with us every week.
Oh, Fred the Mailman said he's spring cleaning his car as he listens with a road trip to Toronto on the horizon this weekend.
We need a new road trip.
I was also saying Fred the Mailman, and it obviously makes sense because he's got his mail route, so he's doing a lot of walking by himself. That man listens to more audio
I know.
and more podcasts in general than any single human.
And him and Andre, who is also a mail carrier, I would love to see them go head to head in their audio listening.
Oh yeah, it's got to be close, but I think it was true with radio where truck drivers and mail carriers were like your best friend because they have a routine, they have a route, they do their thing. I think now a podcaster's best friend is a mail carrier because our friend Sabrina, who works here, she's a mail carrier out here in Seattle. She actually will randomly post on her Instagram story, hey, I'm done with this whole series of this podcast. Give me another one. This is what I like to listen to.
I do love that everyone is randomly in the chat just saying what they're doing, and it's fun to check in on that. Like Fred's cleaning his car. Maria in Omaha is packing her life away. Where are you going? Are you going to have to change your name?
Maybe she's going to not be Maria in Omaha anymore.
And then Claire asked how our baby foot results are going. She said you don't have to share.
No. Well, I'm not showing you.
I don't care.
Foot.
I will, but nothing's happening.
No. Don't do that for free. What are you?
These people aren't going to pay for our fee.
Yeah, but someone will. But if it's on this screen, someone's going to get it.
Oh, it is. Someone said it's on sale on Amazon. I'm going to send the link, but explain what baby...
So baby feet or baby foot?
Baby foot.
Baby foot. It's like a pouch you put your foot in for about an hour. And
it's
what?
Good.
Let me finish. And it's the purpose is it soaks into your foot, and then over the course of 10 days to 2 weeks, it will peel off that top layer of skin, revealing fresh, soft baby feet.
It sure feels like it's more than the top layer. I've done it before. The worst part, though, is like you have to time it out right because my skin was falling off last time, and I'm scared that I didn't. So I'm doing a shoot on Sunday with Andrea and Michelle, and I'm probably going to wear heels for it. There's a chance my skin's just going to be flapping in the wind.
Well, just scrub them before you leave the day. Maria in Omaha will no longer be Maria in Omaha.
Maria in California.
Wow. Crazy. We do need a good California name in here, though, so that's pretty cool. What else do we have here? Does it have lactic acid in it? I've got no idea. I just threw my foot in this pouch. Didn't even really pay attention. And then they suggest, obviously, because they want to sell you on two things more than one, they suggest that at around 10 days, they've got like a foot mask.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like a lot of lotion that you put on. So I'm going to do that with a different company because I had purchased it at Target the other day. A little foot mask.
You're doing the foot mask?
Yeah. I have one. I haven't done it.
It sent a code.
It sent a code? Oh. For Twitch. And we are going to have to get out of here in a second because we do have some meetings today.
I've never done the soak your foot in warm water every day for 10 minutes. I mean, I guess that's the equivalent of showering.
I didn't get anything, Carla Marie. Did you hit send code?
Resend code.
I might not have service in this room.
Oh,
here we go. Got it. There's the code. This is thrilling.
No, I got like some peels, but nothing that I can really see. I'm getting a pedicure on Friday though, so they're going to be in for a treat.
Would it be a foot mask or a sock? It really is. It's like a plastic sock or a plastic. I would call it a booty.
It is a booty. It's like a plastic bag.
And I looked down at my feet yesterday in the shower, and they're at a point now where they just look old. I think they're like getting ready to peel, so they just look like real weird and wrinkly. It's odd, to say the least. But you're supposed to put this plastic booty on and then a sock over it, which helps make sure that the solution is like all over your foot and tight to your foot.
Yeah, last year when I did it, I pulled off the bottom of. You're not supposed to pull it, but I don't have self-control. And
you're not supposed to physically like assist in the peeling. You're supposed to let it just leave.
I pulled a piece of skin that went from the top of my foot to the bottom of my foot.
Right. That's gross.
No, we're leaving?
We are. We have to get out of here. We've got a meeting in like...
Oh, it got canceled while we were on here.
Oh.
I got a text.
Well, you weren't supposed to say that until afterwards because then I would have been like, oh, now I have all this free time. I will say one last thing before we go. And that is... I am trying to get myself back into intermittent fasting through the week, Monday through Friday, or really Sunday through Thursday, because my weekend is really Friday and Saturday. But I found, and I need to do a little more research. I have a friend who is working with a doctor who is really big with like bone broth. That's her thing. And I was told that bone broth you can treat like tea, where it doesn't actually break your fast. Tea without sugar, without anything, without any additives.
But the issue is that you are drinking warm chicken broth.
Yeah. So I did it with the beef broth yesterday.
You did it?
I did last night. Because I was like, I wanted to watch a show.
That's what you were doing last night. That was your time. You were watching a show and you were
drinking beef broth. Yeah. And it was actually pretty cool. I liked it. Because I drink a lot of tea as it is. And I didn't want to drink even more tea.
Like, if I'm eating soup and that's what's left over, I can drink it. I can slurp it. But the thought of starting like that.
No, I love it.
In a cup. I might have to put it in a bowl. But we have a bunch of bone
broth. I know,
broth.
I put it in a cup. I was drinking it like tea.
But part of, like, the bone broth fast, like, whatever, you're supposed to go, like, 2 days a week where you're only drinking bone broth.
So I know that you're supposed to have, I believe, 3 cups a day. And this is the plan that this doctor has laid out. And she sells her own bone broth. So she's obviously profiting off of that. And maybe one day, we've actually talked to our friend who works with this doctor. Maybe one day we'll do the full 21-day or 20-day thing. But one of the things you can do is use it to break your fast. You can use it as an extra source of collagen. And it's supposed to help your immune system as well, just like chicken soup does, I guess. But I was using beef, so maybe that's not.
Yeah, but my mom said there's lots of salt. Is there lots of salt in that? Is it a low sodium one?
I don't know. I'd have to check.
Look who's talking, salt monster.
Me?
My mom. She's that person that doesn't even try it, takes the thing, dumps it all over whatever she's eating.
But we'll see. It smells like, at least the beef one that I made yesterday, because you simmer it, right? You just bring it to a simmer and then you can drink. It smells like the beef ramen, the top ramen packets. You know, you break the ramen, you put it in and whatever. It smells like that, which made me really excited because I love those. Way less sugar than that, or not sugar, salt than that. And depending on your diet, salt can be bad for you. If you're Mama Marie.
She wasn't trying to tell us that there is lots of salt. She was trying to tell us she would add lots of salt.
Oh, okay.
Makes way more sense to me now.
So this is the type of text message you get?
Yeah, so I get that and I have to say, Mom, what?
Oh, man. Wow, Jordy Matthews is a chicken ramen person. I'm a beef ramen. You give me that beef ramen? So good.
Like, are we talking...
I'm talking top ramen, like the 25-cent pouch from...
Top ramen? I never really did the pouch. I did the styrofoam cup of noodles.
Oh, cup of noodles, which also, very good.
Terrible for you. Like, literally in college, that's why I looked like a hot air balloon.
I mean, it's straight up sodium. That's all it really is.
But if I'm eating real ramen, it's pork ramen. Like, at a restaurant.
But, going back to the bone broth.
Okay.
I was a big fan of it. And I think if it is true that doesn't break your fast because you're supposed to treat it just like tea, it is something that I think I can add. You're supposed to drink it before you break your fast, because as your body is like getting back into the rhythm of digesting things, that's the first thing it does.
Okay.
But if I can have it at night and just like sip a little broth as I'm watching a show, I think it might be my new routine.
What hours are you planning on fasting?
Normally, I will try to be done eating around 8 so that I can start eating once the show is over.
Yeah, I'd probably do a 14 or 15 hour fast when I do it.
So I do 13, mainly because I'm not trying to lose a ton of weight.
Intermittent fasting really works. I truly think that was how when I lost weight, I guess it was like 2 years ago when I did it during COVID, it helps regulate your system and let it understand, like, oh, these are my rest hours and these are the hours that my body is supposed to be working and digesting. Mm-hmm. And it also helps with energy. So when I do it for real, it also puts you on a routine. Anytime you're on a routine is good for your clock, your sleeping, all of it. So, but like Anthony said, a lot of times you don't do it on the weekends, and that's like an acceptable rule in the intermittent fasting world because your schedule is different.
And I do know the times that I've done it, and when I've done it for about a month, where I didn't miss very many days in that month, I did have way more energy once I got past like the first week and a half. That's the problem. Yeah. The first week is not easy. The first week of any sort of lifestyle change, whether you're going to the gym every day that week, whether you're restricting your diet to a certain extent, that week is going to suck.
And
like
coffee, tea, and water and apparently bone broth,
but
don't
black
break.
tea.
Black coffee, tea, and water do not break your fast. So if you wake up, you drink some water, then you have your coffee. Like for me, that was the selling point. Is like I can go so long in the morning without eating. So what's 13 to 15 hours before that? When do I need to stop eating? And it helps me so much because if I eat late, I wake up starving. But your body, while you're sleeping, is in that point of where it's hungry, but you don't know because you're sleeping. Unless you wake up to pee, and then it's miserable.
What else do we have here? Brian Postfalls said, what if you don't eat all day and only have dinner and some evening snacks, asking for a friend?
No good.
I mean, no, it technically depends on when you stop eating at night and when you have that dinner.
That's true.
Because you could be intermittent fasting that whole time and not even realize it. And you don't have to be super strict. My thing is if I can be between 12 and 13 hours, I know that the number you're supposed to reach is 13. But what you'll find normally, and this is from everyone I've talked to that's done it, is even if you're not losing a ton of weight with the process, it does change your energy because your body is not constantly digesting food all the time because that takes up a lot of your energy.
A lot of times, because people are like, oh, I can eat whatever I want then in those hours. Yeah. You're supposed to have, from what I understand, like 3 big meals in that time frame.
Oh, I think depending on who you talk to, depending on what nutritionist you talk to, it can vary. It also depends on what your goals are.
There are apps you can download. Some of them are free. Some of them cost money.
I use
that helps
Zero.
You track.
Zero is free. It's an orange circle.
Mellow. Yes, that is definitely something you should look into because I remember I was telling my mom to do it. She has diabetes as well. You worry about your blood sugar. I think it also can, from what I remember, can help regulate your blood sugar. But yes, when you go such a long time as a diabetic without eating, your sugar drops. So,
and I will also say,
consult your doctors.
Anything that we talk about, do the research, talk to an actual professional who knows what they're talking about, because we're talking to you anecdotally from the things that we've experienced. And yeah, we've done some research about the things that we talk about and the things that we do. But it's always
everybody's
up to you to find out what's best for you and your body and your situation.
Bianca, wait. I think you asked what time we're doing the cocktail club thing tomorrow. Sorry. We're going to send out a newsletter, but it's, I believe we're going live around 5 p.m. Pacific. 8 p.m. East Coast. Give or take a few minutes. Probably take. Meeting later.
What are you? How many words you got there? You all right?
It's the carrot.
The one carrot, the pureed carrot you had. Thank you very much, as always, for hanging out with us. We will be back Thursday morning at this time. Like Carla Marie said, tomorrow night, Wednesday evening, which would be Wednesday the 6th, depending on when you're watching this, we will be doing the live cocktail class, learning how to be better bartenders, home bartenders. All right, so it's going to be super basic stuff, like what you need in your house, how do you use everything, all of that good stuff, how to measure things out. Thank you very much for hanging. We're out of here.
Peace out.